Namaste, this is Esnadi from Restore Your Life. Life from the forest, a beautiful place to be. Love or fear-based thoughts. They're very interesting. I've talked about it in other videos also about these thoughts and what you can do about it. And I want to share one thing that happened to me as an example. I want to share it with you how you can clear these fear-based thoughts. Also be ready to clear it and to have a look at it. How do you do that? There's many ways, of course, but this is also a way to do it. And it happened with the fear-based thought, and it was bothering me, and it was like, wow, what is in my subconscious mind somewhere is this fear-based? Where is it rooted? I was curious and I wanted to find out, and I could feel that it was time to be removed, like peeling off the layers. It needed to be peeled off, so for me to move forward, to do all that I wanted to do. And this was sort of in my subconscious mind, and everywhere it was there. So I really needed to surrender to this, give in to it, cry, let it go and let it flow, and ask questions, go into my higher self and say, okay, I want to release this fear. I want to release it. One thing you can do, what really helps, is to go into nature. When you're ready to release this, and go into nature, walk bare feet, because then you get really nicely connected to earth and to all the things they can just release from your feet into Mother Gaia. And then Mother Gaia will give you the right resonance back into your feet so you can heal yourself. So that's really amazing anyway. So that's why I recommend to do these processes in nature, so you can be helped with all the trees around you, or the sea, or wherever you feel comfortable. I love the forest. So what I did, I went to the forest. I walked for an hour barefoot, and with my mind I could not get there where I wanted to release this fear. So in full surrender and thinking, okay, I will be shown, in full trust, I was shown, because I sat down on a stump of a tree, and in that tree I just sat down and I became the tree, and I stared at the tree opposite of me, staring. So everything became nothingness. I was becoming nothing. I was just the tree, and I was just standing there, and everything was well, and I was sitting with my body there, becoming nothing, nothingness. And then at that moment of becoming one with your higher self and just releasing everything that our mind wants to do, because our mind keeps us in this three-dimensional template of thinking about it, and that only feeds the fears. We don't want to feed the fears. And so that way I went into my higher self. I became the tree. I asked to go into my Akashic records, because you can do that with your intention. Of course, there's many tricks to learn this, but your Akashic record is where all your old lives are stored, and all your information and all the things you wanted to learn in that lifetime. And so I went up there immediately. I was taken into, you can see it like in your third eye. It's like a movie playing. It was a life that I was living fully independent as a beautiful goddess, beautiful medicine woman in the forest, being totally one with nature, living with the wolves, like very beautiful, totally trusting everything, totally connected with spirit. Like everything was that. My whole life I was like that. But in that scene, in that part of the movie of my life, I could see I was chased by many humans, and chased and killed. And that movie I made it as smooth as possible, not going too much into the killing part, but the feeling of it, I could feel it. I could really feel what happened at that time. And so I could release it, and I could see it was not this lifetime. I just released it, and all of a sudden, choom, everything changed, and it became a movie. It was like the whole scene was full of love. My heart gave so much love to that scene and forgiveness. And that scene changed into a movie making scene, because then all of a sudden I said, okay, cut, take two, you know, like, like it's a movie. And then all the people that were in the movie and all the cameraman and everything, they came out of the bushes, and it's like, okay, well done, the scene, you know, and we're doing well. And so the whole thing in my Akash record, I changed it into a beautiful, loving, having fun part of my life. And that way, I just came back sitting in on that stump again. And that way, I released the whole fear. And it was such a freedom to release this. And that little thing that was in your subconscious mind was blocking and being peeled away now. Is just a beautiful, beautiful thing to experience. So there are many ways to clear your fears, but it is important really to do it. And I love helping you with it. If you want to have a private consultation, we'll have a look at these things, and just let me know. I'm wishing you lots of clearing of old fears so we can move on and live our fullest potential. For all of us to restore our life and to be in the flow of life. Much love to you all, and lots of love-based thoughts. Namaste.